Hello my fine people. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the infamous iPhone 6, which is going to be coming out in less than a month, so pretty close. But this is not going to be the typical iPhone 6 video that I discuss its specs and that kind of stuff, because by now I think most people know exactly what kind of specs the iPhone 6 is going to have because of all of its leaks. But in case you don't know the specs, I'm going to link a video down below in the description in which I talk about all the specs of the iPhone 6, like the display size and so on, so you can check that out. But in today's video, I'm going to be putting other phones head to head against the iPhone 6 to show you that the iPhone 6 isn't always the best option. I'm mainly doing this because I know that there's a ton of people that have an old iPhone like the iPhone 5 and are waiting for the iPhone 6 to come out and are going to immediately buy that phone, because most everyday people just assume that the iPhone is the best phone because of its name. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to hate on the iPhone 6. It definitely is a fantastic phone that's going to sell millions, but you do have other options that you may have chose if you just knew about it, and that is the point of today's video. So option 1 is the OnePlus One. Now this phone is without a doubt the best phone out today, and that includes the iPhone, because this phone has a 5.5-inch display, it's massive, it has a 1080p Full HD resolution, it has a Snapdragon 801 CPU on the inside, and this chip absolutely smokes the Apple A8 chip, which will be found in the iPhone 6. It also has CyanogenMod 11S, which is possibly the best operating system ever produced on a phone. And that is all without mentioning that this phone only costs $300 off contract. For a little bit of comparison, the iPhone 6 is going to cost $750 off contract. Now let me pause for a moment, because I know a big reason why people go with the iPhone is because they think that iOS 8 on the inside is the best OS you can get because it's clean, it's simple, it's fast, all of the above type of a situation. But it's just not. And that used to be the case back in 2010 and 2011, and that's why that logic exists. But now it is almost 2015. In my opinion, Android caught up with iOS in the beginning of 2013 when new flagship phones came out like the HTC One M7. And since then, Android has passed iOS as the best operating system on a phone. And evidence of this can be found in iOS 8, because this update is basically just playing catch up, because a lot of the quote-unquote new features in iOS 8 have existed on Android for quite a long time. Also, every single iPhone looks exactly the same because you simply cannot customize it the way that you customize an Android phone. Widgets, different launchers and themes, icon packs, and so on, all of which don't exist yet on iOS. Once again, I'm not trying to hate on the iPhone. It's a fantastic OS, it's clean, it's smooth, and a lot of people do like that. The next phone that I want to talk about is the LG G3. Now this is a fantastic phone, once again one of the best on the Android side, and one of its main features is its stunning 2K display that has a pixel density that is above 500. The size of the display is also 5.5 inches, and it has extremely thin bezels, so even though it has a big display, it is an extremely compact phone that is easy to hold and use in one hand. And the last phone that I want to talk about that you can buy instead of the iPhone 6 is the new Note 4 coming from Samsung. Now at the time of this video, that phone is not out yet, but it's going to come out a few weeks ahead of the iPhone 6, and that is quite strategical on behalf of Samsung, because they want people to go with this phone instead of the iPhone 6, and I definitely think a lot of people should do that, because this phone is going to have a 5.7-inch display, so pretty big. It will have thin bezels. It's also going to have a 2K display, so the big display size and high resolution is just a fantastic combination. The Note phones always have a massive battery capacity, so the battery life should last you all day, and this also goes for the LG G3 and the OnePlus One. They all have massive battery capacities of around 30,000 milliamps, while the iPhone is only about half of that at 1,500 milliamps, although iOS is a bit more optimized, so it can save the juice. Hashtag save the juice. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Those are 3 fantastic phones that you could buy if you're looking to buy a new cell phone. And once again, I made this video because I know a lot of people are just going to buy the iPhone 6 when it comes out because they just assume that it's Apple and it must be the best, but that is simply not the case. And by no means did I mention all of the phones. There's also the HTC One M8 and countless other good options. But that's it for me in this video. If you guys did enjoy, then please give the video a like down below and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you fine people in the next one. Peace out and God bless.